Revenge films.
I met my boyfriend Alex at a matchmaking party. We got along really well. A few years later, we decided to get married. I've been working for a while now, but he said to me,
"If we get married, I want you to be waiting for me at home. Can you quit your job?"
So I decided to quit and become a housewife. A few weeks before the wedding, I called him just to chat. But then, the number you have dialed is no longer in service. Strange, I thought. Maybe he got a new phone. But no matter how many times I tried, I couldn't get a hold of him. I tried calling his parents. I can't reach him either. I'm worried too. They didn't know anything. Maybe something had happened to him. I was starting to panic. Then, a week before the wedding, he finally called me back. I was so happy when I got the call, but I couldn't believe what he told me after.
"We gotta cancel the wedding."
I had no idea what was going on. What? Why? Where are you?
"I'm with my ex."
What? I was speechless. I wasn't expecting that. Turns out he was with his ex all this time.
I could never forget about her. I wanted to see her one last time, and I realized I wanted to be with her.
I couldn't believe him. The wedding was a week away, and it just kept getting worse. Turns out he was never serious about marrying me. He went to the matchmaking party to make his ex jealous. And then when he told his ex about our marriage, she said, "No, don't marry her. You're mine." And so his plan to get back to her worked. Since he didn't need me anymore, he wanted to cancel the wedding. He used me just to get his ex back. And his plan worked, so he didn't need me anymore. I was so shocked I couldn't even think. But the wedding was a week away. First, I went around apologizing to my relatives. All my friends helped out with the wedding. I felt really bad. But everyone sympathized with me about what happened. Everyone was really angry with Alex. Some of them even went to his parents' house to talk with them. But I had really good friends. They all helped me move on. At first I was upset, but now I was angry with them. First, I talked to a lawyer my friend introduced me to. I started building a case against him. Needless to say, I had to cancel all the wedding plans and honeymoon reservations. I calculated all the cancellation fees. The contract stated that the cancellation fee at this point was 100%. Plus, he told me to quit my job. So I decided to ask him for 3 years' worth of pay as well. I also went to the beauty salons for the wedding, so I included that as well. The total came out to be around $100,000. After everything was in order, I struck. I hired a detective agency and found out where his ex lived. He was still living with her there. I sent him the court papers first. I sent his ex the same thing. I was suing them both for damages. His ex responded to me first. We all got together at my lawyer's office. "I didn't know about any of this. Leave me out of it." She tried to talk her way out of it, but she ruined my wedding. You're not getting off that easily. He told me everything. We know that you told him to cancel the wedding. I played the recording I had on my phone. Did she really think I was just going to let go and leave them alone? When she heard the recording, her face turned blue. She knew she was screwed. But hey, if you don't want to pay me, we can always let the court decide. She was starting to panic. She knew there was no way out of this. I told her I'd give her a discount if she left Alex. She agreed to it immediately. I knew she'd say yes to him, so I multiplied the original amount by 1.5 times ahead of time. I wasn't losing any money either. She went down pretty quickly. But Alex, not so much.
We're not even married. I don't have to pay you.
Really? That was his defense? Too bad he signed all the contracts with me. He was there. He was so dumb. And now that he was single again, he went on to say,
Hey, let's get married. We won't have to worry about the cancellation fee then, right?
He was so stupid. I couldn't believe he actually said that.
Plus, you get to marry me after all. It's a win-win.
Wow, just wow. First of all, the wedding was supposed to be more than a week ago. And why did he think that I still wanted to marry him? He was dead to me, so I just ignored him. Now that he was all alone, he went back to live with his parents. A few days later, his parents dragged him out of the house and brought him over to my house. They apologized to me.
Please, we'll do anything to make this right.
They begged me for my forgiveness. His parents were literally on their knees, but he was still standing. He didn't look happy. He kept trying to talk his way out of it. Then his father snapped. He punched him in the face and knocked him out.
You just don't get it, do you? You ruined her life. You gotta pay for what you did.
He was speechless. Alex didn't have enough money to pay me in full. So his parents fronted him the cash and I got paid in full. I was very grateful for that. I also called all the guests we invited to the wedding and explained everything that happened. I told his colleagues and boss too. Everyone at work found out about this in no time. The women in his department started calling him all kinds of names behind his back. Finally, he couldn't take it anymore and quit his job. Today, he lives with his parents, working day and night to pay off his debt. He lived in the countryside, so it wasn't going to be easy getting another full-time job. Good luck! He sometimes texted me.
I still want to marry you. Don't spend the money I gave you just yet. Hold on to it.
What's wrong with him? Seriously. I forwarded the message to his dad and he had a long talk with him. Plus, it wasn't his money to begin with. Pathetic. This whole thing kind of traumatized me, so I stayed away from the dating scene for a while. But a few years later, I met someone really nice and got married. Last week, we threw our wedding. All our friends were there. They were really happy for me. I love my husband and trusted him completely. But still, a week before the wedding, I got kind of nervous. But I had nothing to worry about. He was always next to me. Finally, I was getting my life back on track.
How was today's video? If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Stay tuned for more.